Join me as I unbox my brand new journal for 2023, alongside a couple of other bits that I purchased from Notebook Therapy. Hello to all you lovely people, I am Lynette and welcome to my channel. I am so relieved that I can make this video today. With all the postal strikes that have been happening and are still happening here in the UK, I was starting to get very nervous that my order wasn't going to make it here in time for the new year, but thankfully it is. Which now means I can crack on with getting my 2023 setup done and hopefully get that up on the channel by the weekend. Last year I bought the Tsuki Moonlit Spells Edition notebook, which was absolutely beautiful and a pleasure to work in. It was also the first time I'd purchased a journal from Notebook Therapy. I usually used to use Archer and Olive, but yeah, this year I've purchased the Stardust Dawn B5 dotted notebook, as I was so impressed with the thickness and the quality of the paper in these journals. The packaging is always really stunning too, and I like to keep the boxes so that when I finish with my journal I can store them away back in their original boxes too. That is of course if the journal hasn't got too chunky for it to go back into the box. I have used A5 sized journals in the past, but once I started getting a B5 I can't go back. I love having more space to write and create with, and I just find the A5s now are a little bit too small for me. So yeah, this year's journal is a B5 and it has 176 pages. This one has a handcrafted linen cover. And aside from its quality, a big selling point for me is that it's 100% vegan and cruelty free. I'm really impressed with how pretty this notebook is, and I love the rose gold foil celestial designs on the front and also the gold page edges. I'm kind of surprised myself how much I do love this because I'm very much a black and purple person, and beige is not something that I would usually go for. But yeah, I'm very happy with my choice. The paper is 160 GSM ultra thick white paper, which is incredibly important to me because I use a lot of watercolour in my journals. I have even used Winsor & Newton inks before and I've not experienced any ghosting or bleeding through to the other pages, but you may still have to be careful with alcohol-based pens or markers. It's not something I've used myself, but I have seen others say that that still could be an issue. That's not something I can personally give you any advice on, but just bear that in mind. So as standard, these notebooks have a back storage pocket, and inside they usually store a little free gift of a little paper clip that goes with your notebook, and I've got a little gold star which is adorable. There's also an elastic band at the back of the journal so you can help keep your notebook closed. At the back of the book there's a little phrase or quote saying, "The whisper of dusk is like the sun giving the moon a gentle kiss each day. Heal yourself gently like the dusk embraces the night, and let the moonlight allow your intuition to guide you through the darkness." Which I just think is a sweet and lovely addition to each of their notebooks. Also, the notebooks have 2 bookmark ribbons so that you can easily swap between your go-to pages. To make it nice and easy to write or draw in your journal, it has 180 flat lay design and also 5mm light grey dot grid. So I'm just going to pop that back in the box until I can start doing my next year's setup. For my next purchase, one of my goals actually for next year is to practice my handwriting skills or my hand lettering skills. They're not the best, and that was my goal for this year, but I haven't really done much of that or working on that. So I bought these Japanese calligraphy pens, which I intend to use to hone my handwriting skills. They come in a large regular script, a middle regular script and a small regular script nibs. I haven't used these before yet, but I'm going to give them a go, so I can't really comment if they're any good or not, but I am going to in a minute test them on a piece of paper and see how they look. So I'm going to test the largest nib first, and I'm just going to make a scroll hello, and then test out a couple of different angles to see what lines I can create. And and then do the same with the other 2 pens and see what happens. So I intend to practice a lot with these, and then hopefully you guys will start to see a bit of an improvement into my hand lettering skills. As it stands at the moment, I think I'm preferring the smallest nib, but that is probably because it's something that is more familiar to what I usually use, but we'll see. And then lastly for this mini haul, I wanted to get these last year, but unfortunately they were sold out, but I saw that they were back in stock and so I grabbed them. So this is the Moonlit Spells journal stamp set, which would have been perfect for me to get last year, but as I said, I couldn't. And now I've just got to try and figure out how to get in this box. The packaging is adorable, but I am really struggling to get into it. In theory, that ribbon loop, I should just be able to pull on it and then it opens up like a drawer. Even got the husband in to sort of help me get into it, but it seemed stuck. It just would not budge. There seems to be a theme starting to run here. I don't know if you guys watched my journal unboxing video last year, but I struggled to get into the washi tapes, and now it seems that I'm unable to get into these stamps. I was getting really worried about damaging the packaging, but unfortunately that happened. I'm pretty gutted that I've ruined the box, but it seems like there was some glue that got stuck to the inner drawer from the outer box. But hopefully I can fix that and get it looking pretty again. If not, it's not the end of the world. At least I got into the stamps. So there are 13 stamps in total. There are 3 decorative border stamps, and then there's 2 functional frame stamps and a book plate stamp and 7 decorative stamps. These stamps are made from dark paulownia wood and then deep brown rubber. And personally, I think the designs are absolutely stunning. I'm so excited and I'm so glad that I finally got these. And as someone who loves witchy, spooky vibes, I know I'm gonna find it hard not to use these every single month. There's also a Tsuki Moonlit Alchemy bullet journal setup set that I have got my eye on, but sadly at £26.95, these guys are not cheap. So this is an absolute treat to myself, but I think I will justify my purchase because I will find it really hard not to be using these as much as possible in my journal. So now we've had a look at them all, I've got to try and figure out how to get them all back in the box like they were before, which I'm ashamed to admit took me way too long to figure out. I actually had to stop filming and then refer back to the video when I just opened it, and I got there in the end. Well, I hope you guys enjoyed my struggling to unboxings video. I love everything that I've got. Please let me know in the comment section what you think, and then don't forget to subscribe and hit that like button. Thank you.